And right now at 10 o'clock, more breaking news tonight. A drive-by shooting in Fort Worth has left 6 people hurt. 4 of them are children, all of it according to first responders. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ken Molestina in for Doug tonight.
I'm Nicole Baker. That shooting happened at an apartment complex right off Las Vegas Trail in West Fort Worth. We've got our Amelia McGavro just getting on scene. Amelia, this is horrible to hear about. What are police telling you right now?
Yeah, Ken and Nicole, we just got an update from police about 30 minutes ago, and they're telling us that those 6 victims, a part of the shooting, had ages ranging all the way from 19 years old to just 3 years old. And so we do know that 4 of the victims were just children, and so your heart just sinks at that fact alone. But I do want to step out of the way so you can see the scene right now. The very active situation, still a lot of police presence still out here on Las Vegas Trail. Now, I don't really know the name of the apartment, but we do know that shooting happened at that far back apartment building where the tape is now. So police are not letting anybody near this crime scene. We do know multiple shots were fired, just don't know how many. But police do tell us this was a drive-by shooting. Police shot at that apartment where the victims were actually just standing outside. Now, we don't know the motive or if this was a targeted attack, but we do know the suspect, he drove up, shot at the victims who were standing outside as well as children, and then drove away. So what we do know is 1 adult and 4 children were all taken to the hospital. One other adult victim did not want to be taken to the hospital, but 1 adult, 4 children, all taken to the hospital. 4 of those children were taken to Cook Children's Hospital. Don't know the extent of their injuries right now or if they are serious, but we do know they are seeking medical attention. But we also tonight spoke to the Fort Worth Police Chief Neil Noakes. He actually came out here, spoke to us quite extensively about this. And when we asked him what his thoughts were about children being involved in this shooting, this is what he had to say.
It makes me sick to my stomach. You know what? It pisses me off. It pisses me off. I've said many times it makes me angry. I am mad. I am pissed off. There's absolutely no reason anybody should be conducting themselves in such a violent, careless, heartless way that children should be shot. And unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with because someone chose to do something that stupid.
So you can hear the emotion in his words, and we also asked him what are his thoughts about the parents of these kids. We don't know if they're still here on the scene, if police have talked to them, but what are the parents' thoughts about this, or what he thinks parents who are even watching this report are thinking right now? And he said, just hold your kids close tonight. He tells us they will be doing an extensive investigation, and the shooter is still out there, but they have a lot of technology, a lot of officers working on this. And as I'm looking around the scene right now, a lot of people are still out here, a lot of onlookers. I can honestly sense a sense of shock and just from people out here just wondering what happened. So we're going to continue following this for you. Not a lot of new information, or not a lot of information at this point, but just to know that there's 4 young kids involved in the shooting. Again, just heartbreaking, and our thoughts and prayers are certainly with those families right now. Ken and Nicole.
We are certainly hoping that all the kids, Amelia, thank you, that all the kids are okay, all the adult too. But something else the police chief and Perez were not sure of is whether these people were related, if they knew each other. So that's another piece of the investigation that hopefully we'll get.
Obviously, as Amelia said, the gunman, whoever's responsible for this, still out there on the loose. So let's hope they find that person, they arrest them, take them off the streets as soon as possible.